Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've got Stacy with me at the anvil, and we're going to be talking about people that are leaving the banks to the tune of $472 billion in 3 months. It's the biggest move in 4 decades. People are moving out of the banks.
And you guys know, you call and tell me all the time what you're doing.
And the whole time, the big figures like J.P. Morgan and Warren Buffett are saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with the banks. Keep your money in there.
Yep.
But people aren't listening. So, Americans pulled $472 billion out of the U.S. banks in 3 months. This is from the FDIC, shattering a 39-year record. The quarterly decline is the largest reduction report in the QBP since data collection began in 1984. Jim Rogers expects the worst bear market in his lifetime. This guy is known to be in position. He is a legend in investing. I don't know if you'd call it an industry. He's just a legendary investor. Says you should be extremely worried. You should be extremely worried. If you're not, you don't know what's going on. He stressed, adding that there will be trouble in all markets.
And yeah, so going back also to the bank thing real quick, it seems to be the primary driver of these deposit flights are from unsecured deposits. And we have talked about this so many times, Chris and I have, of once you put your money in the bank, the money is not yours. And we have talked about this. Can you hit on that just a little bit again? Because I even had people the other day, you guys, I've had 2 people that actually tried to do wire transfers, and they were not allowed to do wire transfers to buy precious metals because the money is not yours. And so people are actually fleeing. So I wanted to hit on that one more time.
No, you should.
Because that is a big deal.
And I want to reiterate what happened at NatWest Bank. They want you to submit an invoice to get your own money out. Me and Texas Boys, TD at Texas Boys talked about this. I'm going to run that video today. But that's why people are leaving. When you put your money in a bank, you are now an unsecured depositor. It is the bank's asset and your liability. And now you have to jump through hoops to get it. It's nuts. When I go to the bank and ask for my money, I want it right now. I don't want to answer any questions. There should be no questions asked. But that's not the world we live in. That's why you want to be your own bank. Mitigate some of that risk. Yep. Peter Schiff explained that the U.S. could default on its debt obligations in 2 forms. Now, I just want to stick this in here real quick.
Oh, that was interesting when you read that.
The first is an honest default, where the government just doesn't pay its bondholders. And the second is a dishonest default, where we pay with inflation. Now, I want you to put in the comments which one you think they're going to pick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, be curious to see that response, because I think I know what mine is. Talking about banks and all that stuff and defaulting. And so you guys, it's interesting also, they said the depositors, as they're leaving the banks, they've noticed a money market mutual funds has surged to now $5.6 trillion because they're trying to find a safe place. In addition to that, as we mentioned before, J.P. Morgan came out here, I don't know, weeks ago, shorted the precious metal market. It went down. Well, now they've come out twice, you guys, twice, and we have articles that's quoting them. They have come out and said, first they came out and said, hey, you guys, we're going to tell our clients, you probably need to get rid of some risky assets, hold some cash, purchase gold. Imagine that.
They've come out the same thing we're saying.
Yeah. Now they've come out and they've also said there is a rising demand, and I hope I'm not too loud because it is right here on me. There is a rising demand for gold as banking turmoil intensifies and investors look for a hedge against, quote, a catastrophic scenario. And they also talked about how more institutional investors are going to gold, or retail investors are going for Bitcoin.
That's strange. And I think Bitcoin could very well go to 500 or a million. You just don't know. We live in the Thunderdome, and people like to buy things that are going up. We saw this with Dogecoin, and people are speculating in crypto. But in the Bible, it said gold, silver, land, and farm animals was wealth. And, hedge your wealth. Now, we've got several people asking us about fractional gold. Stacy sells for Miles Franklin. That's her number. If you're interested, go 2 other places first. Make her your 3rd bid. Get 3 bids on everything you do in life. It just keeps everybody honest.
Yep.
I'll talk a little bit about this again, because I'm getting some flack in the comments about how the numbers don't add up. I'm going to put that to bed.
Yeah, and I want to talk about some gold pieces in a little bit.
This might be the ticket to fractional gold. Would you say?
Yeah, well, investors, they're choosing to short the U.S. dollars, and they're going to precious metals. I mean, you even look at the central banks, you guys. We've talked about this. Poland keeps buying up. China keeps buying up. Czech Republic keeps buying up. And so you guys are calling in, and you're saying, okay, if I'm going to purchase gold, and yeah, I don't want the 1 ounce, like how can I barter with it? I think that's been the biggest question when it comes to gold. Silver, you've got the junk, you've got the rounds, you've got those, but I think gold has been the biggest question. So we might have an answer for you, and I brought it up to you guys' attention, several of you guys lately, and you're like, I didn't even know this existed. So you guys asked us to put it out on a video, so here we are. We're going to run some numbers for you.
And we'll kind of talk through it because we agree mostly on everything, but you know, we like to talk through this and think through it together.
We don't always agree.
No, but in my opinion, that's where silver takes over. Silver is your small denomination bartering transactable metal. Gold is much bigger, and it's actually a store of wealth, not really made for transactions, in my opinion. It just seems like it would be much easier to, you know, use junk silver, incremental silver to do that. I'm not sure why people want to have this hard push towards I want fractional gold, because the premiums, I'm telling you guys, the premiums are high on fractional gold.
Well, I've been asked the question, but it's not my place to tell someone, I guess, when they call me what to purchase. I give you the numbers. Here's the information, and I let you decide. So I'm going to run the numbers for people so that they can kind of figure out, this is when people call, and you want like 1 ounce, then you've got the 1/10 of an ounce, you've got a 1/4 of an ounce, out down to the grams. We're going to talk about this Kobe bar, and can you hold that up there? Because my arms are not as long as yours. That is 50 grams.
Shiny.
That is 1.6075 ounces. And it is scored, and it's called a Valcambi bar. And it breaks off into 1 gram pieces. So I want to run the numbers so that you guys will understand a little bit about this. And look down at my notes so I can quote it correctly. As of today, June 4th, 2023, your gold, your spot, is $1,951.40. For this piece, your premium is going to be $368.18. That's going to put you at a total of $3,504. I also have a 1 ounce that breaks into 1/10 ounce pieces. I don't have that one on me. But here's where I talk about the numbers. You guys call and you're like, hey, I want 1 gram. I want 1/4 of an ounce. Those run you anywhere from $55, $29 over. So let's do the numbers. If you were to buy that piece individually, if you were to break those up and you were to buy each piece individually, which I sell 1 gram pieces of gold, you're going to pay $29 over. That is a total of $1,450 in premium instead of the $368. So if you were to buy this, you actually saved $1,081.82. Now, these are just for people that are wanting to purchase this amount of gold and they want it in some way small pieces. That's your preference, but I'm amazed at the people that don't know about this Kobe bar where you can save money. I've sold several of these lately, and you guys have said, I didn't know this existed. Can you please talk about it? Same thing. I have a 1 ounce. It breaks into a 1/10 ounce pieces. So you have 10, and I don't have that in front of me. And that one you're going to save, if you do premium, if you buy it individually, 1/10 of an ounce, you pay $55 over. You save $361 if you buy it in the 1 ounce portion. Same thing as silver. Now silver is just a smidge higher. I did it relevant to the buffaloes. If you do about 3.2 buffaloes, because if you hold this up, sorry, get your long arms to help me again. That is actually 100 grams. So that's 100 pieces. That's 3.215 ounces. I did that equivalent to about 3.2 buffaloes. This is going to cost you about $132.74. So basically $1.32 each gram. If you did that same in a buffaloes, you're going to be a little over $90. So that is a little bit more, but it does allow you a way, if you wanted to use silver and gold, as you guys said, in fractional silver and gold, and a way to barter. Here's an option that hopefully would not cost you a fortune in premiums.
Okay.
Did I explain that where it was made sense?
It made sense to me. What doesn't make sense to me is why not use silver?
Because some people just want to own gold. I literally have people, they're like, I want to own gold.
Okay.
And
well,
so they want to own gold.
If that's what your conviction is, then you definitely need to do that.
And they want a way to be able to barter with it.
It seems like to me that people are spending more money that maybe can't afford a whole ounce. So if you can't afford the whole ounce of gold, you want to get what you can get because you still want gold, but you're going to pay a higher premium no matter what. No
It
matter
is, but
what
that's your personal preference. I just give them the numbers. That's just where we get into an opinions.
Yeah, right. But if you rely on like the gold to silver ratio, that's one way to play it. You know, you could possibly double your precious metal holdings. You could take say you could only afford, you know, half an ounce of gold right now. You could put that into silver and maybe, you know, double the price and switch it over for gold, and then you could have your whole ounce of gold.
I agree.
You know,
But this is our opinions. You guys just call and you ask me, you want fractional gold, and you just don't know about these Combi bars. So I've been asked 3 times now to explain the price, and that we actually have these, and we have them in stock. So I'm just giving you numbers and I'll talk about that Goldback again.
Now the Goldback.
These are actually really pretty.
They're so pretty.
You know.
They're beautiful. But that's what you're buying. You're buying art. For a serious precious metal holder, this is cute. You're going to pay double. The best price I could find was $1,865 for 500 of them, and that's before shipping. So you're paying a lot for this fractional pretty piece of gold that's 1/1000th of an ounce. You're paying double, right at double. So just kind of think through that. And I got some heat on one video. I think to get that in that video to get it to us, it was like $5. Mm-hmm. That's what the website said where I was at. Maybe you guys found a better place to get them. And there's a lot of people saying, it's not 5,000 an ounce. Well, 1/1000th at $5 is $5,000 an ounce. But just know it's about double if you're going to use the Goldbacks. That's why I don't mess with them. I think they're cool, don't get me wrong. It's a great present to wake people up. As the price of gold goes up, they're going to notice their Goldback going up, and it's a way to wake people up. I think it's great. It's pretty. I wouldn't mind having a few, but...
Well, we tell you guys this all the time. The numbers don't lie. Call me. I'll give you the numbers. If you're at a store right now, or a pawn shop, or you're somewhere where there's a local coin dealer, or like he says, get 3 bids. I'll give you the numbers. The numbers don't lie. I'll give you my price sheet. There's nothing hidden. Yeah, we just run the numbers. That's the thing is we run the numbers, and we just like our rent houses. We run the numbers, and that's what we go with.
Yeah, because you got to take emotion out of it.
Yep.
It's the hardest thing to do, especially for me. It's hard to do.
No, it's actually harder.
This is a great idea. It seems. I like the idea, but the premiums just aren't there, and it doesn't make sense. So.
Anyway, well, that's what I've got for the gold and silver news.
Put in the comments why. Why would you want fractional gold instead of using silver?
Okay.
Do that for me, and maybe we'll make a video on that as well, because I'm sure, I am open to talking in the comments, and I'm open to changing my mind. I'm unlike a lot of people on that where it's what I think, and that's all there is to it. I like learning from you guys and what you have to say, and I always respect your opinion. So guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one. Later.